Hello, welcome everyone. I'm Tony, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live from Newbern, North Carolina. And I apologize for my stuffiness. I think it's just more of the allergies, and at least I have my voice. The other day I didn't have my voice, so at least I have my voice. So I apologize in advance for the hoarseness. But anyway, I have some exciting stuff to show you tonight. I have been trying to organize my studio more. So with all the new products coming in, and so I was making some folders to put my work in. But move this over just a little bit because I've got a dark spot on my screen. I rearranged my desktop. Let's see if I can fix that so it's not so dark. Anyway, hope you can see it now. Okay. Anyway, so you'll just see the corner of my little thingy. Anyway, so I'll show you. We're not gonna work on this tonight, but I've been making these folders for the DSP. So this one holds 6. So they has these cool little boxes in here. If I can pull one out, I'll show you. So anyway, so these are really cool little boxes, and they hold a DSP. So this one particular one holds 6. So I made 5 of them already, but I don't know. I haven't filled them all yet, but I just was letting them dry really good. So I was working on that yesterday. That was my thing. So anyways, but I wanted to do something fun today. So I ran across this pattern that I hadn't. I'm always on Pinterest, and so I found this simple chevron fold tutorial from Lisa Griffin Sawaladek, and she's from Song of My Heart Stampers. So anyway, this was something back in 2004. So I hadn't done any chevron stuff before, so at least not in paper. So I thought I would play with this a little bit. So we're going to do 2 cards, but this one I'll talk to you about all the products I'm using, but I really like the colors. And then on the inside I stamped some triangles. So we have a couple things that I'll show you. But anyway, so that's this card. Just says hello. So I really like that one. And then, of course, I can't just do one of anything. So this one is very cheerful. So as they're just using some of the DSP, and I'll give you what all the products are and that kind of stuff. We're going to make one. Anyway, so that's that one. And then I did one. Of course, I did one this way. And so I used the triangles, and I'll give you all of that information. I'll show you all that. But aren't they cute? Really pleased with that. It just says hello. I like hello. So I played with this one. I didn't put the white inside of it yet. But anyway, I've been working for a while this afternoon on that one. So then I did a different one. We're going to make one like this. And so this one I stamped the triangles on. This one has lots of different layers, which I'll show you. But it has like a white background, and then this is on top of it. Because I did this rather than stamp directly onto the white paper, the lighter paper, I was nervous to do that. So I cut this out. And so then if I made a boo-boo or something, then I could just use another sheet. So anyway, so that's this one. So this is stamped separately. And then there's a piece of paper, stock paper. And then this is the DSP on top, my little thing. Yep. So we're going to make one of these. So I'll show you that. So anyway, that's the 4 cards. And we're going to make 2 cards tonight. And so I will get to it, and we will have some fun. Hold on, let me get my box. So the first one that we're going to do, because everything's so junky, I was trying to put it in a box so I won't mess up. Okay, so this one, all my pieces here, and these. This is the paper, my stamps, and my ribbon. Okay, so anyway, this one, this was the paper. Isn't it pretty? This is a DSP. It comes from this set, which is Flowers for Every Season, 6x6 designer series paper. So there's just so many really beautiful things in there. But anyway, I was looking for something that was a smaller print. So I went with this with these, which are really, really pretty. And these are the Bumblebee, Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, Magenta Madness, Misty Moonlight, Poppy Parade, and Whisper White. So they're the colors that are in this set. So anyway, so that's that. And then these are from the Triangle set. The little bob. Let's see. Do I put that over here? Yeah. I have 2 boxes. So this is called the Right Triangle, and it's the polymer stamp set. And that's where these little doobies came from, these 2. And you could also cut them out with the Stampin'. These are the Stampin' Emboss. The stitched triangles, which I really love. And so this is what you get in there. So you could cut some things out with that. But I was just fussy cutting because it's not hard to cut a triangle. And I did it really, for what I was doing, I didn't really need the stitches. But that's, anyway, this is called Stitched Triangle Dies. And this is called the Right Triangle, which has all of these cool things in it. And I've just barely started playing with it, but I love it, so I'm going to keep playing with it for sure. Okay, so these are the these are the 2 I'm going to use in this particular project. Okay, so let me take this out. This one is a little more challenging for me to remember how to write it down. Anyway, I find it's easier to put things in. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Pat. And there's Sandy and Vicky. I see all of you there. Thank you for dropping by. Okay, isn't this beautiful? This is the Misty Moonlight ribbon. And if those of you don't have, oops, if those of you have seen me make bows, I'll make one later. This is the adjustable bow maker. So you could, this is the size I'm using right now, which is, oops, which is right here. But yeah, you can make a smaller. I've done lots of small ones. But anyway, it's called the Adjustable Bow Maker, and you could get it at www.tadamoments.com, and it's $10, and then whatever it costs to ship. But I'm telling you, it's a lifesaver. I just love it, and the bows all look amazing. But this is the new ribbon, and this is the Misty Moonlight, so it's real pretty. Anyway, this one comes in. So I've already made that. And so I was going to stamp, I've already stamped this, but I wanted to stamp some for you because just to show you how I did it, because these are all, I've already cut these pieces out because in the interest of time, but I wanted to show you all the assembly stuff, and I have all the dimensions for it. And of course, when I do the blog post, I will put everything on there. So anyway, so this is what, it's just the paper. Isn't it beautiful? So this will go in here. But we'll do that later. Anyway, so this is when I showed you this card here. This card. This is what I did for this particular one. I pulled out the colors. So this is the magenta, and this is the Misty Moonlight colors. I thought they look so pretty against this. I think it looks really pretty. I love that color too. But I wanted something a little bit smaller print. Anyway, so that's what this is going to go with that on the card, but I wanted to show you how I was doing it. So let's see. I'll pull out my stamp ink. And this is just Tony doing it. I have no, I didn't find this anywhere. It's just my idea. When I was doing it, I was like, okay, I'm going to do it this way. So I eyeballed it, okay? So if it's not completely straight, it's because I eyeballed it. Okay, so this one. So I started out, move this out of the way. So I started out, make sure you can see this. Yep. I started out just holding it on the grid and then doing the first one like here. Okay. Oops, that didn't work just real good, but okay, that's okay. It's just an experiment. And then this one. And this is how I started. Like that. Get my chamois. Okay, so then I took this one. It's pretty easy to do. Of course, on camera, it's always harder. That's why I didn't want to do this on camera with you guys. Because right now I'm doing everything live. Okay, so see how that goes? Now, it kind of looks cool. And mine aren't completely straight, but this is how I do it. So I want you guys to see. Maybe it'll inspire you to do something else. Isn't that cool though? I love this. Okay, so that's that. But I wasn't brave enough to do it on camera. See, I did that wrong. That's kind of cute though. I'm gonna just go ahead and do it that way because I started it. It'll look funky if I don't do it. Oh, that's gonna be purple. So see, this is why I didn't do it live. I'm doing it live, but you know what I'm saying. I didn't do it. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I just love it. I like that this set is so simple, but you know, we didn't have triangles, and I just love the triangles. Look at the detail. Isn't that cool? Love that. Anyway, so that's what I did. This is a little bit crooked, but don't look too closely at the one that I've already done because it's not completely straight either. But, oh well. I am learning and I'm doing it. Okay, so now what we'll do is I need to have this card nearby because I will forget what I did. Okay, I'm gonna put this right here so I'll remember because there's lots of layers here, and so this particular piece is 5 1/4. This piece is 5 1/4 by 1 3/4. Okay, and I will tell you that if it doesn't fit exactly how you want it, then you could just trim it just a hair because that's how I roll. I don't get really precise about those things. I just adjust it if I need to when I'm going. Okay, so first I got to put down the white. I'm trying to learn how to use this. I don't know if you guys have done this Stampin' Seal yet. Hey, Wendy. Thanks for joining. So this Stampin' Seal, I just got it out today. Like I said, I got my order the other day, and I haven't used. Oh, it doesn't make that noise that other one did. But I can't use the snail on the camera anymore because you can't buy it anymore. At least not for Stampin' Up. Okay, is that cool? Kind of like it. It's quiet. Okay, a lot of times I use glue, but today I'm using the new Stampin' Seal. I'll be using glue for some of the other stuff. I like to use the Tombow because you can move things around, and it just works so much better for me. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is put on this little piece. There it is. Okay, so no, I'm going to put this one on here first. Duh, here we go. This goes on first. Okay. More of this new stuff, which is really cool. I like it. It actually is, it doesn't skip so much. Really, this is the one that's not so heavy. So you don't use this for 3D. You do this for just regular adhesive. Okay, so this is lots of layers. So then I take and put this little doobie on here, like that. And I'm not leaving any edge over here. Up at the top, I'm not leaving it because it looks kind of funny to me. And so but you could just trim it off. So I'm just going directly to there. And then to make sure this is, okay. So what I have to do first is put this on. Okay. So we'll put this little magenta piece on, which is, I'll have to give you the dimensions of it in a second. Okay, where's my trusty ruler? Okay, so this space here is, let's see, just slightly, like 2 1/4 by, let's see, 5. 2 1/4 by 5, yeah. Okay, and I'm putting this on first because there's some overlap going on. And I want to make sure. I love this Magenta Madness. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, that's that. And so then I'm going to put this one on. See, because it's going to overlap just a hair. And, you don't have to do that, but, I was just I was just designing on a dime this afternoon because I was like, okay, I want to do something with these triangles. Okay, so, but I hadn't played with it until today, and I just love it. Anyway, so there's that. Isn't that cool? Hi, Barry. Okay, there's that one. And then this one goes here. And you can give it more of a border if you want. You could just trim it more. And then this is going to go here. We're going to pop it up. So this is 3 1/4 by 2 inches. And this is 5 by 2 1/4. 2 1/4 by 5. Okay. So I'm going to put this on. But I did it earlier. I did it all with Tombow because I like the Tombow. And I had time. I wasn't like in a rush to get it done. Let's see. There we go. I just love these flowers. It's so pretty. Okay, now I need to get out some of these dimensionals because we just have to pop it up because it wouldn't be okay if I didn't pop it. But I don't know why I'm using the little ones. They all work the same. I was using the combination. This is the ones I grabbed first. Okay, so how I got this is I just took the little triangles, wherever they are, here. So what's cool about this, you see the line that goes down the middle? That little line that makes it easy to line it up. So like if you could point that, like put this on your corner, and so you could line it up. And so that's what I was doing. So you can line it up with a point. That makes sense. And so it has all that grid on it, which is really cool. So I was playing with it earlier. I find these little things all over the house because they get all over you when you're busy. Okay. And of course, you can make this card and not layer it as much, but I got a little carried. I will admit that I got a little carried away with it, but I liked it. Isn't that pretty? And I already have my bow done, so just have to find my dooba. Where are they? Here they are. Those little dots, glue dots are wonderful. Okay. Hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. I apologize I didn't make it on Wednesday for my Wind Down Wednesday. I was not feeling good, so I elected to not try to do a video. But I had done a video or something in the morning. I can't remember. Is that pretty? And oh, that's that one. Okay, so I'll set that one here, and I'll put this one over here, and then we'll pull out. If you guys have any questions, let me know. So this is the paper and that I used. So I was trying to find the smaller stuff, but I'll show you. If you haven't got this paper yet, it's 152486 is the product number. But see the sunflowers, and then on the back, of course, I love all the little dots. I love the two sides. I love these. So these are all in the new mid colors. So you can see, look at those daisies. I almost used the daisies, but I didn't think with this particular thing it would show up really well. So I did it. But look at those colors. Aren't they amazing? Barry, with all your flower stuff, I'm sure you love it, all these colors. But look at that, even the green. Look at that vibrant magenta madness. But anyway, these are beautiful. I can't wait to use more of them. Look at that. There's some tulips in here too. See they look like tulips to me. And then of course some green ferns and stuff, which is really. And I love the stripes. Look at that. Look at that. That looks like poinsettias. I think it is, isn't it? It looks like a poinsettia to me. Maybe they're trying to sneak in some Christmas. I don't know. I'm ready to start working on Christmas. Let's see. But I have to do fall first, but Okay, so that's that. And I'll set this over here. And then let me get my next little box. Okay, so now this one. So I'll show you. So what I was using on this card, okay, this one is the Ornate Floral 3D embossing folder. So you could see that I use, this is poppy, poppy color, the poppy, which, you know, it has a little more of orangey red to it. Anyway, so that's, this, I love this one. So anyway, so that's this one. These little flowers come in the triangle set. They're little, there's lots of, there's hearts, there's all kinds of cool things. But anyway, see the different papers and the colors, they just, this one has the poppy red in it, which is why I just chose to do that. But anyway, this ribbon is, so it's called Bumblebee. This is a bumblebee color. It's really pretty. Anyway, so that's what I used for there. And then on this card that I'm doing now, this is the greenery embossing folder. And so the one I used, you'll see in a second, it's beautiful. Anyway, so this is the greenery. So it's smaller. So, and then there's this one in the set as well. And these are small, and they're new, but they're going to be for the new, you could use them on the current die machine, but they're going to fit the smaller one. So those are those. And here's the Just Jade ribbon. Is that pretty? With that. And then these are the colors. This is Just Jade. Of course, we had Purple Posy. And then the Night of Navy. We had that too. Let's see. Okay. So this is the paper that we're gonna do this with. But it comes from this other set, which I don't know if you guys have seen this paper yet, but it's called Playing with Patterns. And that's right up my alley. So they are, show you these, I have to show you. Look at these. Isn't that amazing? Look at the colors. These, I'm gonna have to, I don't know if I got more than one pack, but I'm gonna have to order it again. Because I love all the patterns. Look at that. It's amazing. This reminds me of like stacks of books or something. But this side is really, look at that. So this will be really fun with that whale set, I think. Anyway, this is the paper. So it's all in here, but isn't it gorgeous? I like this one too. It looks like rainbows. Anyway, so that's that paper. And I'm still keeping it in this little plasticky thing for a reason. I don't know why right now. Anyway, but yeah, so it has Calypso Coral, Coastal Cabana, Crushed Curry, Night of Navy, Purple Posy, and Whisper White. It's called Playing with Patterns, and it's item number 152490. Okay, so, and then I wanted to show you, I'm not using these in this project, but I wanted to show them to you because I used them in this card. Now these aren't stitched. Actually, they were stitched, but I stamped these. I actually stamped them like this, and they would have fit on my card. So I just fussy cutted them. I took the stitching part out, but that's what these are. So these are the stitched. This is what the stitched triangles look like in the set. Aren't they gorgeous? So I haven't made a card with these yet, but I'm going to. I just, I ran out of time before to do this, but there's just so much to do with the set. But I love the colors, and I love there's so many different sizes of the triangle. So anyway, okay, so here we go. We'll do this one now, and so this is the paper, and I did some of this already because folding, just like stamping on camera, folding on camera, sometimes can be funny. But this is the card we're gonna do that makes all these little chevrons. Okay, so I wanted to fold some to show you how that works. But anyway, so this card stock I'm using is the Just Jade, and I'll put this on the inside. Get that out of the way. Let's see. Ooh, come on, work for me. I don't know what I did. Okay, come on. There we go. I didn't really get to play with this too much until I saw this. I apologize. I don't know really, but I haven't played with it too much, and I've been trying to get it to work. But I'm sure it's operator error right now. I'm not figuring it out. Okay. That's not good. That's embarrassing. Come on, you got to work on camera. You're a new product. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to do that again. We'll just use some Tabo. I'll use my clear Tabo. We will fix you later, as we have to get going. Time's a wasting. Okay. Let's see. So we'll put this on the inside. Oops. Guess what? Here we go. Here we go. There you are. Sorry for the shaking. Lots of shaking going on. Okay, so this is the embossing folder. Hey, Michelle. This is that embossing folder. And so I'm going to leave this little edge here. Oh, the towards your fold. Isn't that beautiful? I love both sides of it. This is the back, but I love it. I love it. Anyway, so I don't know where my Tabo is. Here we go. So I decided that I would put this one. Okay. I am not having much luck with adhesive. It's always when you're on camera, you know, that's how it is. But I love doing the camera stuff. And I'm learning it. And so these new products, oh, they're so fun. And the triangle, I was like, everybody's doing, you know, some of the other stuff. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to play with the triangles because I like geometric shapes. But this, I fell in love with this embossing folder. And I just like this part here. You know, you could put it over here if you wanted, but I don't know. I was playing with it. I was thinking, okay, that's really pretty. Anyway, I love it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you. This is the chevrons. So you have, okay, I'll set this over here. So you cut 5 pieces. So you need 5 strips. So you could make 2 of these chevrons with 1 6x6 piece of paper. Okay, so it's 2.5. You need to cut a 2.5 strip by 1 inch. Okay, so that's what these are, 2.5 by 1. And when you're using paper that is multi-directional or can go either way, pardon me, you just want to think about, how you want your lines. Do you want your lines to go this way, or do you want them to go this way? So obviously I chose them to go like this. Okay, so, and then I went ahead and stamped on my little triangle. So this is Ida Davy. And I stamped color on color, okay? Because it just always tickles me. So there's that. And then, so anyway, so I'm going to use those that I had cut them out earlier, just to get them out of the way. So you need to do 3 in this direction. 3 in this direction. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so you have it like this. If you want the stripes to show, right? If you want the stripes to show the triangle, then you put this up first, right? Which you guys are probably sharper than me. You probably figured that out. The hardest part for me is getting this little. I tried to figure out how to score them, but yeah, that wasn't going to work any faster. So I just played with it. So it's not really hard. It's just a little tedious. And so I don't think it really matters because I don't think people are going to look at them that closely because it's really cool. Okay, so you want to go this one take the right side and go over to the left, right? And then this one at the bottom, you want to do just the opposite. Okay, so you need to make 3 of these. It's 2.5 by 1. Of course, if you want to make bigger chevrons, but these fit on the card. These fit on the card. And I was like, oh, it was triangle, right? It's triangle. So I'm like, that just goes with that set. Anyway, so that's that. So I have 3 of these now, right? 3 of them. Okay, so here's the tricky part, which isn't really tricky, is now you want to go the other way, right? So you want to go over here for just 2 of them. You'll understand why we start doing them. Putting it together on the card. I love the polka dots. I just did it the wrong way. Okay. Don't mind me. We're going to do it this way. Okay. So we're going to do. I did do one that's where I did part of one way, part of the other, show the pattern. I'll show you that card in a few minutes. It's really cool. So there's that one, and then this one has to go this way. I don't like to waste paper, otherwise I'd cut another one. Paper. That cool though. It's really cool looking. Okay, so then I just usually make them a little bit crisper with my bone folder. So we got 3 like this, 1 like that. We need to do one more. One more. Okay. So I need to turn it like this, and then I need to go this way. You guys probably already have done 4 of these already while I've tried to do one. That's why I did a couple, because I would be like all night doing this. Of course, I've done a few today. But I don't like to make the same card on camera, use the same colors on camera that I used to show you. Because, I mean, why would I do that? I would do something different. There's so many paper options. Oh my gosh. And I started cutting up by 12 by 12, some of my 12 by 12 DSP and making them into 6 by 6s because I have this reluctance to cut by 12. I don't know about you guys, but I have this reluctance to cut by 12 by 12 paper. So if I don't cut it, it doesn't get used. And I realize I have all this paper. So anyway, okay. So there's the fun. This is when the fun begins. What did I do with that? Okay, I may need to stick that down again. Anyway, so let's see if I could get this in so you guys can see it. Okay, so let's see. So I start out with, these are 2 this way, 3 this way. Trust me, I have to keep them this way. Okay, so you start out, because there's 3 of them, right? So you start out with 1 like this. And you could like put it anywhere you want on the card. But do it like that. And then you take 1 of these and you put it like this. Right? Isn't that cool? So you just want to make sure. So I'm going to move this over just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this one because I'm sure you guys have already caught on and you know exactly what's going to happen. But I wanted to do it on camera because I wanted you guys to see how fun it is. It's just really, really, really fun. I could make these all the time. I don't know. I'm gonna make them. You know, Michelle's on. Oh, hi, Darren. Michelle's on. So Michelle, when I was, you know, when I immediately looked at this chevron, and you probably have already got it too. When I looked at this, I was like, I want to do a circle and make it like a little inchworm or a caterpillar. Wouldn't it make a cute caterpillar? Anyway, I didn't do it. I was going to tell you though, but I was thinking because there's that one, and then there's this one that goes across here. You could just make a face, and it could be a caterpillar. Anyway, that's what I was thinking earlier. I'll probably have nightmares about it tonight. Okay, so then, not this one. See, I have to line it back up again because I will screw this up. Okay, so then this one goes here. But anyway, he looks like a caterpillar to me. But I like the chevrons. What am I doing? Nothing is working. My adhesives are embarrassing me tonight. Okay. Here we go. So then lining these little triangles up is interesting. Okay, gotta move. Okay, come on. There. So because there's a little more texture here, it just makes a little difference in moving it around. Okay, so then we go back to this one again. Ooh, look at that. In a million years, I would never get that to work. And it just did it for you guys. Okay. This is lined up. My gosh. I love these colors. Okay, there's that. So then, is this the last one? No, this is that one. Right. And then this one goes here. Yep, got it. These color combinations are just so pretty. I mean, this would be like a really fun card for anybody. Really, really, really fun. Okay, then here. See, so if you really need to just do 5. So, and then they fit. You know, you can play with it on different places on there. But these fit perfectly at 5. And again, this wasn't by design. This was something that I saw. But of course, you know, the colors and stuff are by design, but the actual making the chevron was not. So I found it on Pinterest. There's lots of people that make chevrons. I just had never seen it before. So anyway, so that's that. So when I saw that, then of course my eye went to, okay, let's see. So I have all these other woods. So then, but I have to do this. So I have to put some dimensionals on here because, you know, we got to have some pop-up going on. So that's what I was doing. Okay, so these just scream triangles, right? Because of the way they are. So I'm like, okay, I need to put, so that I get out my little, where are they? Tweezers. Oh no, I had them here. I cleaned my desktop off, that's the problem. Just to have this video. Okay, you're over here. There you are, the tweezers. So this helps me to get them into the right spot. So I don't put it all the way in the corner, just bring it out just a little bit like that. And then let's see, we'll do a navy one. Do some dimensionals. And you probably could get away with not doing 3, but I don't know. I don't want it to move. But go ahead and put 3 on this one while I'm doing it. Put them on. You guys liking this project? If you don't have the triangle set, then I'm hoping this will inspire you to want the triangle set because, you know, it's the stitched triangles and then the stamped triangles. There's so many things you could do with it. Okay, this little thing helps. I'm gonna put this one here. And the color combinations, I mean, you could play so much with the color. And I could have done a darker color, but I kind of liked that color. Here's this one. This is so pretty. No, I have to do this one here. I like the purple posy, those dots. Okay, so then I'll do the other navy one over here. So I can't. So this one, well, if it wasn't, well, maybe the purple posies are not so masculine, but the whole thing is just basic. Okay, so let's see. But this, oh my gosh, that greenery is beautiful. And this misty moonlight, it's gorgeous. Look at that. Okay, so I went ahead. Where is it? In the interest of time. So this is the Lovely Labels Pick-a-Punch, if you haven't done it yet. So you could punch out an inch either side. See, it's a little bit different at the top. So actually punched out from this one. Okay, and then I really liked the polka dot paper, so I went ahead and I did punch this one out from here. So it's just a little bit smaller, but if you measure across here, it's like a 1/2 inch and an inch and a 1/2 inch. But anyway, so then I just turned it around. I turned it around and stamped the other side. So you can stamp one, I mean, cut one and then turn around and cut the other. Anyway, so that's that one. And then what I used this is the Posted For You, which has a stamp set too, like that you could make the love stamp or whatever. That one I used on this particular card. And it's on page 168, but I love that. And then what I did was I just cut, so that's this, and then I just cut a piece of this bumblebee just to edge it out. So that is that. Okay, so what I wanted to wait and see, and the reason I didn't go ahead and put this on is I wanted to see how I would put this. And I was thinking that I would put it like, I don't really like it there. I don't know if I like it now. Maybe I'll just do the hello by itself. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the hello without this because I don't like it. It takes away from my other part of it. So the hello, I just stamped that, and then, you know, the shape of the die itself is like an oval, and so that I just drew it on a pencil and just cut around it. Oh, I like to do hello. I usually don't put sentiments in my cards because I like to write. I like to handwrite notes to people. When I send a card, I always have. So that's what So I rarely put a sentiment inside unless I'm, you know, I was going to sell the card. So that's this one, and then it needs a bow. So I thought I would make the bow on camera. But you guys probably already seen it before. I don't have a bow here. Let's see, what color will I use? I don't have any Night of Navy. Maybe I'll use this color, the jade again. Okay, so I love the jade. I like all the colors. So I usually do, sometimes I'll do 3, but this is 2 around. So 2 around. And then this is over so that it goes underneath, right? Then you come up over the top like this, and then you go around, right? Around and through. And then pull it. Twist this one around here so it's not mussed up. So then I just kind of pull it. One of these days I'm going to break my little dowels, but yeah. So my snips. Snip, snip, snip. That is a wonderful, 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 wonderful thing. And then I use these little T-pins. I don't know if you guys use T-pins, but I use the T-pins to keep my ribbon in spot. Okay, so this one. So I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm going to do for my Saturday Night Live, but I might do. If you guys are interested, I might do that. One of those boxes that holds a 6x6. I don't know. It takes a while. It's, you know, I was doing it production-wise, so I was doing it faster, but I did 5 at one time. I just did them in stages, but first I made 1. Okay. Anyway, this is really pretty, so I'm just going to stick that there. Isn't that cool? So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. And again, I'll show you all these cards. So there's this one that we did, this one that we did, and then here is a similar one. I love these bright colors. This was a happy birthday, so it looks really peppy and happy. And then this one I did this way, and this has those little triangles that I was showing you that you could stamp, which is really cool. And I like this paper because it has a little polka dots, so you can see I used the colors that were in the paper, obviously. So there's that, and then of course Night of Navy for this because that's Night of Navy right there. And then last but not least is this one. So this one goes like that. But anyway, that print's really pretty. So these are new colors, and I hope you like them. All right. Well, God bless you, and you know, if you like what you're seeing, then you know, by all means, follow me, and then on my YouTube, I'll be doing. Putting this up on my YouTube channel, and then I will put the dimensions and everything there and all the products and stuff I used, okay? So God bless, and thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time. Good night.